Hey Kendalls, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name's Kendall, and today I filmed an olive fall makeup tutorial, and I'm going to be starting off just taking some e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I've been loving this primer lately for priming my lids. I feel like the payoff is just so worth it. As y'all know, I'm always like late to jump on trends, so I'm definitely happy I had seen this in a couple different YouTube videos by a couple different YouTubers, and it's definitely paying off. So for my eyeshadow, I'm taking the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette, and I'm starting off with the shade Green with Envy. And I'm going to be just putting this shade in my outer V corner, and I'm really just focusing right now on packing that shade up and really building it up. Next, I'm going to be taking this light green shade called Express Yourself, and I'm going to be blending that one right on top of the Green with Envy shade. And I'm really just focusing on blending the shades together, still just trying to get, no harsh lines, especially at the top, because, we cannot have that. But yeah, it's a super easy palette to use. This was my first time using this palette, and I am in love. I definitely want to do more looks with this palette because it was just so easy to use. So I definitely would recommend honestly, like really any Morphe palettes for beginners or just in general. But yeah, I got my inspiration from this look also from, I believe her name is Saskia Field on Instagram. I'm going to link her YouTube channel down below. She doesn't have any videos on it just yet, but hopefully she'll start posting some. But yeah, it was just super gorgeous when I saw it, and I was like, this is literally perfect for fall 2020. So I just had to recreate it. Hope you don't mind that, but yeah, I loved her look so much. But now I'm going to be dipping into the acebeaute Oceanic Palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Pacific. It was like a blue shade, and I needed a blue shade. There wasn't one in that Morphe palette, so that's why I dipped into that one. But as you can see, the shades, they really just complemented each other, really enhanced that olive green, I think, and so it was just really gorgeous to add on. And so dipping back into the Boss Mood palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Electric Energy, and I'm going to be using that shade all on my lid. As you can see, I didn't cut crease my lid or nothing like that. I just went ahead and packed it on top. So now, kind of to go on top of that, I'm going to be taking this MAC Dazzleshadow, and it's like a dual chrome finish, and it is literally so gorgeous. I feel like it didn't show that well in the video, but like in person, this was fire, and this was in the shade I Like to Watch. So I'm just popping that shade right on top of the other one, and just to kind of just really make that lid pop a little bit more. And now I'm going to be taking just some eyeliner. This is the Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyelining pen. This is one of my favorite eyeliners, and I'm just not going to be making a wing or anything. I'm just going to be stopping it right where my natural lash would stop. And now I'm going to be taking a little bit more of that blue Pacific shade, and I'm just going to be putting that right where the eyeliner stops, so that way you can't really tell that much. It's not too harsh. And so now I'm just going to be putting some concealer along my lower lash line and blending it out to prep for some eyeshadow. And from my eyeshadow, I'm just going to take those same like two shades. I'm going to start with that olive green. So yeah, I'm going to take that Green with Envy shade. I'm just going to diffuse that along my lower lash line. And I'm really just hugging it tight. And then, yeah, you got to repeat the same steps on the other eye. And then I'm going to go back in with Express Yourself, which was the lighter one. And I'm going to just put that right underneath to diffuse that also out. And then the lighting kept changing. This is what happens when I be filming in the daytime, I guess. I don't know, but but yeah, I took my favorite pair of lashes from Wild at Heart collections, the lash style Trending. And then going back into that palette, I took the shade Light of the Party. It's like the lightest shade in the palette, and I feel like it just completely pulled the look all together because it was more of like a silvery like highlight. So I absolutely loved that about it. And then I just took a little bit of this like bronzy eyeliner, and I just put that along my lower lash line. And then I just went ahead and finished up the rest of my makeup, and I just took some blush from my Juvia's Place palette, and everything I've used I will link in the description box down below. And then I took my Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Conceited. I always tap off the excess, and I'll just do a couple light taps beforehand because it is super duper pigmented, because it is like a loose highlighting pigment. So I always am a little careful with that. Now from Morphe Cosmetics, I'm going to be taking their liquid lipstick in the shade Nibble and then popping some gloss on top. And that completes my olive fall makeup tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye, Ken dolls.